Let's start this with a prayer. Dear Father, I thank you for this day and this opportunity to be used as a vessel to let your people know that you are available, able, and ready. In the name of Yeshua from Nazareth. Let's cut this bread. And we're in Matthew. So it's going to be like 5, 10, 39, 44, 45. Matthew 5. Like, this is where we're at. So 5:10 says, you're blessed when your commitment to God provokes persecution. The persecution drives you even deeper into God's kingdom. 5:39, but I tell you not to try to get even with the person who has done something to you. When someone slaps your right cheek, turn and let that person slap your other cheek. And then 44 and 45, but I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you, that you may be the children of your Father which is in heaven, for he makes the sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and sends rain on the just and unjust. Yo, I don't know about you, but let me tell you, when he gets to going and he gets to going and listen, I would gladly give up everything in my life to have this relationship with the Most High. So that means I gotta die to myself. And it's a pretty rough thing when you done been through some things and you get tired and weary, right? So I'm talking to my titi, like, we went through a 30-day fast, getting to know God, going deeper with him. And on day 29, all hell broke loose. There was no way God was going to let me finish this fast with some old stuff, right? My titi told me last night, and this is like 2 days after our 30 days ended, or a day after our 30 days ended. She said, you were being persecuted. And when she said it to me, it made me feel some type of way. Like, what? And then when I went to look up the definition of persecute, it's hostility and ill treatment, especially on the basis of ethnicity, religion, or sexual orientation or political beliefs. It's persistent annoyance or harassment. Now, I will never give people too much credit, but I got to point out the obvious. The enemy is going to use who he can to accomplish what he needs to. And for some odd reason, he thought that he was going to try to put somebody in my life to stop me from going to God about everything. I might be wrong, but I'm still coming to God. I might not be listening, but I'm still coming to God. And he don't want that, though. And as a woman, to be in a relationship with a man that cannot love God, he can never love you. And when he can't love God and he can't love you, he gonna treat you like a hostile. He's going to try to put his hands on you. He's going to play with your mind. He's going to play with your emotions. So mental, physical, and emotional. And even spiritual, like trying to, talk about, oh, you're supposed to be this, you're supposed to be that, woo, 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 whatever. Man, when it clicks, it clicks. Now, I've been in, 2 relationships where people put their hands on me. First, when I was 17, I was like 17. My baby daddy was like 19. I didn't know anything. You know what I'm saying? He gets home from work and I'm going to go to the store, and he gets mad and I'm pregnant. He picks me up, throws me on the floor, gets on top of me, starts punching me in the face. Traumatized me. For real. Then, after I had my car accident, again, baby daddy lost it. Now, mind you, I had an abortion and I'm severely depressed. I have this car accident. It's a dude that's cheating on me. He didn't put his hands on me. We were together for 4 years. Never put his hands on me. I talk reckless all the time. But this one day, it was his birthday. And he got drunk and he snapped. And he tried to rape me in front of everybody. Then he beat me on top of me. Pop, pop, pop. And I'm screaming Jesus. So he's hit me in my face, hit me in my arm, hit me in my leg. Literally choked the life. It was choking the life out of me. I felt it going, and just when I was about to give up, he let go. And then it was round 2. and I let go. And it was different. So I'm not a victim. And I learned to move differently. Now, I didn't have the relationship with God or Yeshua that I have now. So there's certain things I couldn't discern. But I didn't know that God had a plan and a purpose for me. So when Yeshua was talking about you're blessed when your commitment to God provokes persecution, it's always going to be some hostility or ill treatment coming towards you. But what's not going to happen, it's not going to be in my house. And during this fast, the enemy tried to come into my house and do it to me. Literally was about to put me in a position where I'm not even thinking about my freedom anymore. I'm going to shoot you. There's no way I'm going to let you touch me. I didn't get it because, like, you know, when me and my titi are having conversations, she's like, suffer well. How you suffer well? Then I got to looking at what happened to Yeshua. Now, I just want to let you know, they got him, they charged him, and then they executed the punishment. They scourged him with switches, whips, with spiked tips, chains with hooks on the end. So you got to imagine getting beaten. Now, this torture is happening from the time that happens till he ends up on the cross. It's over 3 hours. He has to walk over like a half a mile, like 2,000 feet, with a cross that weighs over 137 pounds after he just got beat. I don't know how far it was in there that someone came in to help, but even in his suffering, the Most High, like, and the enemy thought he was doing something by being like, oh, yo, help him with this cross so we can get this done with. You helped him through. So I got to looking at it like, what have I ever really been through that compares to that? Then he had 6 to 8 inch long nails. It didn't go through his palms like they say. It went through his wrist. Now let me show you this. I have an artificial wrist. The lifespan on my wrist is probably like 15 years. I know that these nerves come all the way up here and they affect everything. Everything. I know that. So what he had to do, and the guards knew that the tendons would tear and break, forcing Yeshua to use his back muscles to support himself to breathe. You're nailed. His feet are nailed. And then he's nailed to this cross through. So he has to go back and forth just to breathe. Man. And at the end, he could be like, forgive them. Because they don't know what they're doing. I didn't understand that till today. Because yesterday when my titi was talking about persecution, she was like, you know what? You just pray for that person. I'm like, I can't. Because my prayers ain't going to be nice. I'm like, God, kill him and everything associated with him. She's like, you can pray that, but God ain't going to listen to it. But you got to do it in love, though. And I didn't get it because he lost, there's like a gallon and a half of blood in us. And at one point, when they stab him through the side, it's water and blood that comes out. The blood of Jesus cleanses us and we get baptized into this kingdom by the water. Everything is in completion with him. Because when he went through this, he didn't say anything. Nothing. I couldn't imagine. I got somebody else telling me that somebody else was persecuting me and I'm ready to go like, whoa. But today it hit different. Because when I'm thinking about, man, he talks about revenge in 539, right? He said, but I tell you not to try to get even with the person who has done something to you. When someone slaps your right cheek, turn and let them slap your other cheek. He's talking about a slap. when they insult you, how could you have that much love? His love isn't like my love. But I get it though. If God pulled me out and brought me through, and the Most High brought Yeshua through this, because there's no possible way he could have survived on his own, being in human form, because that's too much. But when he said about revenge, like, it touched my heart, because people really don't know what they're doing, and they really don't know who they're serving. And for any man to try to treat a woman, you don't think my daddy's gonna snap? Let me keep walking in the grace and the mercy that he gives me. I don't have to do anything. Nothing. Because I was like, I can't pray for him. And I was thinking about it like, I'm not going to pray for dude. But then I thought about it when I was lost. I don't know if anybody prayed for me. But I know Yeshua did. Right hand of God. Like, you see Tanya struggling. I just hope you give her some strength and some courage and the determination to come through. Because she's different. But in 5, well, let me go back really quick, because 5:10 says, you're blessed when your commitment to God provokes persecution. The persecution drives you even deeper into God's kingdom. You have no idea what this did. I'm jumping in harder than I've ever jumped before, and I be feeling like I'm on the deep end with God. And the only way I'm allowed to flow is through him. It does take you deeper. I'm not running back like, because this could be the thing. And listen, when somebody breaks your heart, you want to go ahead and you want to try to get over it and you want to do whatever. Listen, I can hop on any dating app and get over 2,000 dudes online. I'm not ugly. I'm not stupid. You know what I'm saying? But that's not it. I went to the one who really got the power, who got the source, who has the juice, who has this anointing that you can just flow over me and make me stronger. But in 45, he says, pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you. Or that's 44, the end of 44, that you may be the children of your Father which is in heaven. My daddy raised me right. He raised me right. There's no need for me to be bitter or salty about something that was never for me. Definitely gonna be like thankful and grateful because his enemy tried it. And there's nothing that he can do to me to break me, to stop me, to stagnate me, to keep me from running and going deeper into this kingdom, dig deeper into the Most High. Like, if this was the Most High, this is what I'm doing. I'm all in there. Man, think about everything that Yeshua went through. That's real persecution. God ain't gonna let us go through it like that. We got power, authority, dominion, a sound mind, the ability to call things that don't exist as though they do. Put a hedge of protection around me, God. My mind, my mouth, my soul, everything. You can't be stopped. I'll encourage you, when they try to kill you, run to God. Go deeper into God's kingdom. They'll never find you. Holla at God.